ESPN Star Sports, Kelly broadcast in the US, and eVision here in the United Arab Emirates. Oh, that's like the old Sana. What? I mean, what are we talking here? Length ball, middle, are we? Middle and leg, maybe? And it's just dismissed, almost arrogantly.
Totally dismissed from his presence. And that was very well placed, as well as there's a man down there at deep fine leg.
Another good stroke. Oh, that's very fine batting from Jayasuriya. That's better than the one before. He has hit that from very straight. He's hit it very positively, and that's a real blow to Zimbabwe. The big bowler's gone for 13 in his first over.
That really doesn't sound very good for Zimbabwe. Jayasuriya once again using the movement into him to get it away on the onside.
Very well bowled. Oh dear, that's bad luck for Travis Friend. I really sympathise with an opening bowler here. He's done everything right. He's caught the batsman on the move, found the edge, and the batsman gets 4.
His cricket can be unforgiving at times. Of course, one must say that Avishkunwardene, the soft hands there, the manner in which he gave that guidance, may have been a little bit intentional as well.
Oh, classic straight drive. A beauty down the ground from Jayasuriya.
Absolutely beautiful shot by Jayasuriya, just leaning onto it. Right in the slot, a half volley, but he made sure that it went into the gap.
Gee, this looks a beautiful pitch. Bowlers can pack their bags and go home, and batsmen can unpack them and stay for a month.
That's the type of shot that Jayasuriya would like to play more often, get that top hand of his working rather than the bottom.
Nice deflection. I'm afraid that Travis Friend can shake his head, but the line isn't good enough. The score is 34 for no wicket.
So the Sri Lankans maintaining a very quick pace. Boundaries coming in rather regularly. Once again, that nice deflection using the pace.
In the air, he's gone. Straight down his throat. Now, little moments can mean big things. Streak has picked up a lucky wicket. Sanat Jayasuriya has picked out the man at deep backward square leg. Equally, Brian Murphy has set the man in the perfect place.
That's the region that Sanat Jayasuriya thrives on. Fuller length delivery on the leg stump, and it flicks him right down the throat of the man down there at fine leg, Travis Friend. So it's a big wicket for Zimbabwe. Sanat Jayasuriya, he goes for 25. Sri Lanka lose their first wicket for 41.
Marvin Atapatu is the new batsman. There is Marvin, and here is the end of Sana.
One gets the feeling that the Zimbabweans may have really planned this, because there was a man standing right in the correct place for the catch.
What a good one. What a beauty from Travis Friend.
Certainly an excellent delivery by Travis Friend. Goes to show what really a wicket can do. Coming back so sharply, going right through the bat and the body of Atapatu. A fine take as well by wicketkeeper Andy Flower.
He's gone. There's that man, Ramesh. God, he'll be disappointed, Marvin Atapatu. He hit that so well. Well, the plot working. And Gary Brent picking up a wicket straight away. So Marvin Atapatu really falling into that trap that was set by Brian Murphy and company, that short cover. Now, this one was hit quite firmly, but there you see that bat not coming down, just scooping the ball in the air and straight to the fielder. That's a very good take. Grant Flower making no mistake. The mistake being committed by Marvin Attapattu, gone for 9. Sri Lanka 59 for 2.
Mahela Jayawardene, 24 years of age, and one of the better young players in world cricket. And he's there because I figure that Marvin Attapattu just dropped his concentration for a fraction of a second. That's all it takes. The slower bowler came on, threw the ball just that little bit quicker, and he's hit it in the air. He hit it all right, but he hit it straight to him, as did Sanath Jayasuriya. The fieldsman did not have to move on both occasions. Oh, he's given him out. Now that, we'll have another look at that, because I'm thinking that possibly it's pitched outside leg. He's coming over the wicket to get an LBW. He's generally got to bring it back from outside off stump. Rameez.
Well, let's see where it pitches. Pitches just outside the leg stump, so very difficult to get that, although the impact looked to be on that middle and leg stump. And the left-hander was playing across the line, so that must have prompted the ump to give the decision in favor of the bowler. Gone for 14, Avishka Gunawardene. Sri Lanka now in a little bit of bother, 62 for 3.
Russell Arnold in a bit early, 62 for 3.
Now the questions to be answered, whether it pitched in line. Well, not exactly. Just touching the outside line of the leg stump. So, well, very close. In line, well, yes, because it was hitting him on that middle and leg stump. Shot played across, yes, it was played, and, well, yes, I'd give it to the bowler.
So you can go by the first box. Did it pitch in line in the right place? It did not. So that should have been the end of the story. If the ball pitches outside leg stump, you cannot be out. Gunawardene on strike, and that's down to fine leg and will beat Gary Brent down there for 4. Straight in line.
A bit disappointed with this delivery. An easy give me down the leg side and nicely put away. Bad balls really need to be put away, and that is exactly what Russell Arnold did, quite stylishly.
And just as you're doing a good job keeping things tight, you slip one leg side-ish. And Jayawardene is just a bit too good to miss out on those.
It's just one delicate shot to change the tide. These runs will really pain Zimbabwe. They've drifted too much on leg side, partly because, as Mark Nicholls pointed out earlier, that they don't want to give any room at all to the Sri Lankan batsman.
Well, pinpoint accuracy, the most beautiful straight drive from Jayawardene, bringing up the 100 for Sri Lanka. He is a lovely, lovely player. There we go, look at that. A Tendulkar-like punch down the ground.
Yeah, be disappointed with that, Brian Murphy. You can't afford to bowl down leg side. It'll go all the way. The outfield here today is quicker than it's been for the entire tournament. It looks like it'll get faster and faster.
So that brings the 50-run partnership between Arnold and Jayawardene. There's no doubt that the Sri Lankan supporters have something to cheer about. Zimbabweans would like to see this partnership being separated. That's probably their priority now.
Oh, Douglas, that is a very, very bad delivery. I was just about to give him the big rap. That one's got away down leg side. And he knows where the gaps are, Russell Arnold. Now, look at him come right around on this. That is beautifully played. It was a bad delivery. It should have been hit somewhere for 4. but Russell Arnold picks the gaps. He knows where the fielders are. Quicker one, and he's got that. He has smashed that. He will be very, very disappointed, Doug Morillia. Last ball mentality is known as is in cricket. Relaxed, and it went for 4. It's 133 for 3.
Short and deserved the punishment, and Arnold, he doesn't miss many of those. As soon as he saw it short, recognized it, and quickly got across to pull it away.
Now that's, I don't know whether you'd call that desperation or not, but it still wasn't a bad strike of the ball, was it, from Mahela Jayawardene?
That's very good use of the feet. Mahela Jayawardene just realizing that Murphy wasn't getting too much turn. I think took his chances on it, and there was a big gap in that area between long on and mid-wicket. See that vacant space.
Very close to 6. I think it lands just inside, yes, just fractionally inside.
It's a fantastic drive. Mahela Jayawardene makes it look so easy. Effortless, in position early, and picked the spot nicely.
This is a class shot by Jayawardene. He's a superb driver. This time he didn't bother keeping the ball down. Just concentrate on getting the power behind with the full launch. Beautiful cover drive.
That's a nice drive. Coming back for the second, diving, an appeal. Umpire Eddie Nicholls not interested, and that'll give him his 50. Kissing the glove, raising the bat towards the band and to the dressing room. It's been a wonderful knock. Yeah, that's kind of the length that he'll be looking at. A single will give Mahela Jayawardene his 50. What a player.
Hasn't shown the full flair today, but look at that strike rate. It's pretty good under the conditions, 83.3. Such a talented player, and what's good to know that making the most of it by giving scores, big scores in test match cricket, consistent scores in one-day cricket.
In the air and taken. Now that was a very good piece of bowling. Surprised the left-hander. Heat streak, bowling a short pitch delivery to Russell Arnold, who failed to keep the ball along the ground and paid the penalty.
Spot on, Ramesh. It was the surprise element more than anything else that got Arnold in trouble here. Good delivery by Heat streak. The line wasn't perfect. He wasn't quite expecting, was he? Just a very instinctive turn of the hips. And right in front, Gary Brent. Just the perfect pace, perfect height. Simple catch in the deep. So that's an important wicket. Lost. Russell Arnold for 55 and Sri Lanka 173 for 4.
Kumara Sangakkara is the new man in, another left-hander to replace Russell Arnold. Surprised with the length on that one, couldn't keep it down. He was in position nicely, but scooped it in the air, straight to Gary Brent. That's beautifully placed. That'll run away to the boundary, unless something dramatic happens. How well he timed that cut shot. Now, on a slow pitch, that was an extremely difficult shot to execute with timing. And he did that very naturally and easily.
It was pushed through by Brian Murphy, and when you do that, when you're a spinner looking to bowl the faster delivery, you can't get it back.
Rudy Koertzen, he's got a fair range of eyewear there. Oh, that's unlucky. He's just got a little bit too far outside off stump, has Brian Murphy. And we'll see from the replay whether this was an intentional shot. See whether it's an outside edge or has he opened the face.
I suspect there's an element of both. He's definitely opened the face. I don't think anybody can open the face and hit it deliberately that fine. Now, it's going to take some judgment. Very good. Now, that's a wonderful example of how to steady yourself underneath the ball. Get a firm base and watch it into your hands. Trevor Gripper, the catcher. Mahela Jayawardene has given his wicket to Zimbabwe at a point when he had the game in the cusp.
He's played this a couple of times today and he's got away with it, but just the change of pace from Morelia, they have not been able to get hold of him in this tournament. He wasn't quite there, threw the ball too early, and a well-judged catch. So he should have made 100, but he's got 63. It's now 199 for 5.
Kumar Dharmasena is in because Jayawardene has perished. Very well held in the deep by Trevor Gripper.
So here we go, and just not as quick as the previous delivery, held back just a fraction, and up it went. See, he's down the track. He wanted him, didn't quite get there, didn't quite get to the pitch. Well judged, Trevor Gripper.
Sangakkara, the left-handed player on strike. It's not badly bowled either. Very slow, looped it up in the air, said, come on, hit me.
Well, they've had a chat, haven't they, over the last couple of days, the Zimbabweans. And big angle around the wicket. It's pitched okay. Yeah, every chance it's slipping down leg side. Just didn't come back enough. Doug's got away with it.
Oh, put it down. It was hit very, very hard. I think it surprised Morelia. He really hit him. Sometimes they're harder to catch if they're straight at you than if they're just a foot or so either side of you, and you can ride the pace of the ball with the give of the hands. He just couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, he got it right in the meat of the bat. Yeah, it was that awkward height, wasn't it? There he is, back. Oh, he's closed his eyes like he knew that was going to hurt. There he is, got him, I reckon.
Yeah, got him. Up goes the Eddie Nicholls finger. Just for a minute, it seems as if Andy Flower had done a regather. But in fact, the ball stayed in the gloves. And it's another lovely bit of work from this super cricketer. Credit to the bowler, too.
Have a look at this great take. Bobbled out. Now, did the ball hit the stumps? Or was it the gloves? He's out anyway. He's been given out. Did the ball hit the stumps before the gloves? Let's have another look after the break. Dharmasena's out for 8. It's 2:23 for 6.
Jaminda Vas, the new batsman, he's a really good striker of the ball. At times I wonder if Sri Lanka shouldn't slip him in a bit earlier, actually. Well, a stumping's been given against Dharmasena, and we're not sure, are we?
From there it looks out. Now we've got to check to see whether the ball is actually touching the gloves as the gloves hit the stumps. Yes, I think he might be right. All angles here.
This will tell us. Very difficult to tell, and Eddie Nicholls has given it to Andy Flower. I suspect it's not a match-turning moment. This is a chance. Oh, no, his streak. That's so rare. Don't quite know why he chose to slide. He seemed to be in control of the whole thing.
Yeah, I've hardly ever seen him drop a catch or fumble in the field. He's just come back on the field after going off for a couple of overs, and yeah, he collapsed and slid. That's what cost him.
Oh, that bowled him. Went right across the wicket to try and lap it on the onside, play it to fine leg. But Gary Brent, very clever bowling. He got it straight.
That's very good thinking by the Zimbabweans. Now, Sangakkara was struggling to hit the balls to the boundaries. He really had to do something different. Very ambitious shot. Would have earned him a few runs, but he had to really connect. He didn't connect. Lost his stumps and gone for 35 in Sri Lanka, 235 for 7.
So all-rounder Dilip Lianage, he makes his entry for the first time in this tournament.
Cleverly bowled by Gary Brent. There you see the slow delivery. Sangakkara making room, covering the stumps so that you could play towards the onside. A little edge, the ball shattering the stumps. Really moving way outside the off stump. Little flick of the pad and ball hitting the off bail and off stump.
In the air, but safe. Look for the second. Yes, they'll get it, and I think it's right through the field around there at long off. In Kala, that's a very, very untidy bit of fielding. And the Zimbabweans just cannot afford it at this stage.
Zimbabwe worked really well as a unit out there. They fielded quite brilliantly, but this is pretty ordinary stuff. Letting the ball go through the legs at this crucial juncture. Nkala can't be forgiven for this.
That's up in the air, and Andy flies under it. So that's another wicket for Heath Streak.
Once again, Heath Streak surprising the batsman with short pitch delivery. Picked up Russell Arnold. Lianage really in no position and in no control to play that pull shot. An easy catch for the keeper. So that's good bowling by Heath Streak. Once again, bowling with a little bit of pace and fire. And showing good cricketing acumen. Pitch the ball short and get a wicket, and that's out for sure. Gone for 2, Dilip Lianage. Sri Lanka 242 for 8.
So enters Muralidharan, the entertainer.
There you see the ball hurried on to him. Hit the bat and then probably a bit of helmet as well. Skied it in the air. And the flower awkwardly took it. He was running back. Always is difficult, and there you see him getting there just before the ball.
So that was how Dilip Lianage went, and the floor making sure that he had it in control. In the air, Grant flies under it, and he's got safe hands.
It has been an inspiring effort from the Zimbabweans today. All the Sri Lankans have established themselves well by getting to 249, but field position, bowling has been good. Straight down the throat of long on. And no mistake done. Grant Flower making it look very easy, and Gary Brent is a successful man. Muralidharan goes for 2. Sri Lanka 249 for 9.
A great bit of fielding there. Shaminder Was hitting it up in the air over mid-off, looking for the second. The Sri Lankans were looking to run for everything, and a great bit of fielding by Grant Flower. A direct hit, beating Shaminder Was at the bowler's end. The diving Shaminder Was not being able to get to his crease.
10 out of 10 for Grant Flower there. He had to hit the wicket to get a run out, and he did that with style, on the bounce and shattering the stumps. And that is the end of the Sri Lankan innings. Chaminda Vas being run out for 13. Sri Lanka get to exactly 250. A challenging total, but one which Zimbabwe would like to chase here. Excellent piece of fielding by Grant Flower in the last over. In fact, all the Zimbabwean fielders really doing a great job.
boy, was that a good fight back by Zimbabwe. In the last 18 overs, they conceded only 72 runs and they took 7 wickets. Do you know, in that time, Sri Lanka only scored 3 boundaries. They were flying along at 172 for 3 after 32 overs, thanks to Jayawardene, Arnold and Sangakkara, but credit to these bowlers who all did their bit. 6 different bowlers were used in the last 11 overs. That's an interesting move by the captain, Brian Murphy, and everybody chipping in and playing a part in restricting Sri Lanka to 250 when it could easily have been 280. Well, the rate then just an iota over 5 and over, 250 if Zimbabwe are to win the game.
It's a glorious cricket pitch. We saw some heavy dew in the last fixture between Pakistan and Zimbabwe.
This one is pitching on middle stump, straightening up enough, and what is going on to hit middle, if you ask me, Bruce.
Oh yes, what a superb delivery. That is perfect. That's got him. What a beautiful delivery. Shaminder Vas is on fire.
Tell you what, this guy is an enigma. Grand Flower. He's an opening batsman for a long time for Zimbabwe. Does well at the test level. This is really a nothing ball. Just sped off quickly off the deck. Should ideally have been on the front foot. I think that initial judgment went wrong. Stayed back to a ball that could have been played well on the front foot. It's gone for 2. Zimbabwe 5 for 1.
Stuart Carlisle looked pretty good against Pakistan the other night, came out, was positive.
Well, to start with, he stayed on the crease, but as you said, Bruce, during the change of batsman, that perhaps something going on in his mind, just late to get the action going. See there, nothing at all, nothing short.
Yes, so did it carry? It split first and second slip. Abhishek Gunawardene, I think he got a finger to it.
He's got the feeling he was a bit deep for that one. Again, that movement, getting the outside edge. Had he been a yard closer, a lot of first slip fielders tend to stay a little too deep. I think Sangakkara is now talking to the slip fielder, getting him to come up. He played through the line.
2.8 is the rate at the moment. Sri Lanka got off to a bolter, got 14 off the first over of the match, and then were pegged back beautifully by some really spirited fighting cricket from the Zimbabweans. Charita Burika. That's short and wide and gets hammered. That got the business, and so it should have. Lovely 4 from Stuart Carlisle. He'll give anything that's wide and loose a real hammering.
They played some aggressive shots against Pakistan. Stuart Carlisle. He's getting more and more attacking as he's playing more one-day matches. Gets rightly on top of that one. Didn't quite middle it. The important thing here was to keep the ball down.
It's unusual the way he plays the short ball. He stays on the front foot, stands up, and it's like a baseball shot. And he's got it through. It's taken him on and he's got it through. It might go. It does. I think Murali was trying to get into stride and get on balance to do the old hook slide, but it couldn't quite make it.
Well, he thought about the slide. Start with good aggressive shot again. Too quick. But Jayawardene there was very close to the bat before he could react. Ball is away. Morley in chase. Just for a moment he thought he should go for the slide, and in the end tried to boot it back. Both attempts unsuccessful.
Must be out. Oh dear. That's very messy. Murali is out of order because it was the wicket-keepers. The wicket-keeper had to go. If the wicket-keeper's gloves can get to the ball, they should. Sangakkara called, but Murali wanted to take the catch, and he ended up misjudging it.
A Skyer. There you see Sangakkara and Murali Dharan coming together, and then a clear shout probably from Muralidharan, and really not even touching the ball. Having a word with Sangakkara after he had dropped it. That you normally don't see. Muralidharan is a very safe fielder, very eager, exuberant fielder. Always would have been a difficult catch for the keeper. There you see him just avoiding it in the end.
Lovely stroke. We won't see better than that through the evening in terms of control, balance and timing.
43 for 1 Zimbabwe. A lucky escape the last over. Then a nice shot through mid-wicket. Nice roll of the wrist. There's a bit of dew there. That ball is now travelling in the outfield.
Oh, yeah. Chase is on and will fail. More good stroke play from Stuart Carlisle. This is as good a patch of form as I think I've seen from him.
Yes, he's middling the ball rather nicely today. And once again, liking the onside. Ball on that middle and off. Displaying a good technique and quality of wrists. That's that area. Well, he could have done just a little better than that.
There must be something about that bit of turf. It's 49 for 1.
That green strip in between two wickets actually helping the batsman to slide and skid. Running with the shot, calling early to his partner. And a direct hit would have been very close. Close thing for the batsman. Diving desperately.
Well, I don't think that's a million miles away. He might have got outside the line of off stump. It's 52 for 1.
Bamboozled with that extra bit of spin and turn. Mid-wicket conference. Survived the first Muralidharan over. Let's carry on. Wider of the crease. There you see the batsman really shuffling. Now, that would have been very close.
I have to give that out. I have to give that out.
That's wide and he's through. He's got 4. First slips out, just wide of the keeper. Before that ball, they bowled 6 overs in tandem for just 13 runs. Unlucky Dulip Lenagay, and just out of reach.
Vacant area, there aren't any slips there. So the batsman's quite prepared to take those chances and eluding those diving arms of Sangakkara.
He's gone for the pull shot and not his shot, by the looks of it. He wasn't in position to play the pull shot properly. And Lenagay, unlucky the ball before, has just picked him up, caught by Russell Arnold at mid-wicket.
So Lenagay's persistent line paying off. Once again, very good line, short, hitting on the top of the bat, and simple catch to Russell Arnold. Disappointment for Gripper. He goes for 26, Zimbabwe 66 for 2. So Andy Flower, the sheet anchor of the Zimbabwean side. Enormous amount of experience, tremendous record.
And this is the dismissal. Just a bit too much bounce, got onto him too quickly, just hit high on the splice of the bat. And a simple catch for Russell Arnold. Sees on the front foot, doesn't transfer, was in no man's land with his feet. Pretty well bowled, I thought. Some good thinking from Dulip Lenagay. He's happy, he's got a wicket, look at him. He won't let go.
That's out. That's terrible for Zimbabwe. Brilliant bit of fielding.
Oh, Marvin Atapatu. Oh, my God, how good was that? I think it was Marvin Atapatu. Let's have a look. Andy Flower has smashed this beautiful shot. Look at that. Back up on his feet, swings around. Lianagai's getting back, and beautifully done. What a magnificent run out.
So Stuart Carlisle, he goes for 37, Zimbabwe 66 for 3. And that has resulted in Dion Ibrahim's coming to the wicket.
Yes, I think the smartest part about all of that, even though the fielding was brilliant, but he did not panic with the throw. He checked out to see where Lianagai was. Lianagai was getting back to the stumps. He didn't take a shot at the stumps, bounced it to him on the run and threw it away. Just very, very smart cricket.
That's beautifully driven. It's running down, but Maharajawadhan after it in vain pursuit. So it's beautifully struck 4 by Andy Flower.
Yes, just slightly over pitching, Julep Lianagai. He's hit the pitch very, very hard tonight and kept everybody back, but he's just over pitched there. Lovely half volley. And Andy Flower.
$158 to win it then, 24 overs. Oh no, Andy Flowers hit it straight up in the air. And this time the catch is taken. It's another mix-up, but merely in the end pouched it. That'll bring down the Zimbabwe dressing room. The sight of Andy Flower walking back towards them.
They nearly gave it away, the Sri Lankans. Murli for a moment thought the keeper was taking this one. It went high up in the air. The keeper could have got underneath, made a start, but eventually left it to the off-spinner. Who took it, but he wasn't quite happy with the keeper. The bowler as well. Too happy. But that's a happy sight. Andy Flower walking back to the pavilion. 93 for 4.
Doug Morelia is the new batsman for Zimbabwe. 23 years old. He's impressed with his bowling in this competition. Yet to impress with the bat. He opened in the first 2 games. And if one was honest, looks a bit out of his depth.
It was a gift, really. Trying to pull a ball that came straight at him. The end was found wanting for time and straight up. Eventually, Murli caught it.
Oh, well, he's given it out. Abraham has gone. Sangakkara knew it. The minute the ball hit the gloves, he whipped the bails off and he pointed at the umpires to say, yes, I've done it.
Inexperience. That's all you can relate this one to. He's played the sweep shot. Should be out of the crease, and that's where he stays. As a batsman, you actually realize the moment you play a shot with your foot is going to be inside the crease. You make that quick adjustment, get your back foot back in the crease. Dion Ibrahim a little too late on that one. Zimbabwe 99 for 5.
Here's Heath Streak with plenty to do. And he's reaching for the ball in the sweep stroke, can't get to it, and bingo, says Kumar.
No need for the TV umpire. Rudy Koertzen raises the finger.
Gone. Must be gone. Very good delivery from Dharmasena. There being indicated by Heath Streak that it was a straighter one. Cleverly displaced the big hitter.
Extremely good delivery by Dharmasena. Heath Streak gave himself away by coming down very early, and Dharmasena quickly throwing in that quicker delivery, and Sangakkara doing the rest.
Lovely to see that smile, because it was a very good delivery. Heath Streak is gone for 5, Zimbabwe 111 for 6. Number 2 and 3 looking impressive for a while. Andy Flower was the key, and he went for 14. Dion Ibrahim was smartly stumped by Sangakkara for 14. And Heat Streak outsmarted by a straighter one from Dharmasena, neatly stumped by Sangakkara. So Sangakkara has been in good form here, as has been some of the other bowlers.
Teasing Heat Streak into that nothing like shot. And Sangakkara, as Ramesh did say, is having a very good game.
Mulelki Nkala, right-handed batsman, very young.
There could be an edge there. There's a couple of noises. Yes, he's got a bit of bat on that.
As easy as that for Murli. Really, it was when in doubt sweep when Kala is never in control of the shot. Murli, a great off spinner. Got the side edge onto the pads. Easy lob to Sangakkara. And no doubts in the minds of Rudy Koertzen, the umpire who had to make the decision. There you can see big deflection of that inside edge onto the pads. Kala gone for 5. Zimbabwe 125 for 7.
So Gary Brent, medium pacers, bowled pretty well in the last couple of matches.
Cross-batted swat more than anything else. You can see that deflection onto the pads. If you're lucky, that could go elsewhere, but in this case, it lobbed right up. And Kumar Sangakkara, it's another victim. He's got 2 stumpings to go with this catch. And now some easy pickings for Murli out there.
Wow, good on you, Dougie. Doug Morillo. He's gone with the spin through mid-wicket. There's nobody out there. Square anyway. And he's helped himself to 4. He's fighting on. Murali's back on. Oh, that's up in the air. Will that be caught? Sharjah C.A is running back. Great catch. Dropped it. He's dropped it. I thought he'd caught it. Probably didn't expect him to drop it. That's why.
Actually did a great job getting underneath that one. It wasn't going to be an easy catch at all. It was hit back. He had to run a few yards back. Never easy those. Then he got well underneath. And then Murli is just waiting for that moment. Such a sportsman he is. And he's seen who's dropped it. Can't say much. Right there at number 1 as batsman gets into a awkward tumble there. Gary Brent. So big full toss. Wanted to hit it out of the Emirate. Missed it. As we were raving about his keeping, slight mishap.
There it is that it? It's up in the air. Taken. Who's that? Charita Kurika. Yes, it is. Good catch. Well judged.
Well, he certainly wound him up. Went for the 6. Gary Brent giving it the old thump, hoping to clear mid-wicket with that one. The length was perfect. Maybe he didn't pick the line right. And the young man takes a good catch. Never too easy in the lights. Take those high catches. Gary Brent gone for 8. 149 for 8 of Zimbabwe.
Travis Friend is the new batsman.
Actually, the length that he picked, Gary Brent, was just perfect. But again, I think he was playing for the spin, which wasn't there in the end. But the high part of the bat went up in the air. You can see the fielder well inside the boundary rope and took it chest high, as he had taught at school to take catches, high catches. You can see that complete miscue.
It's it. It's over. Yes, he's done it. He's picked up 1,000. Dougie's chuffed.
It's got smiles on few faces there, especially on my fellow commentator, Bruce Yardley, who's seen somebody so happy when somebody else is making money.
Look at that, he is chuffed.
Making room and playing another good shot.
Chased to the fence then by Charita Boudica, I think it is down there. Just shows the professionalism of this Sri Lanka team. It's just a mere formality now. He's chased it. And he's gone again. Where's that? It's high. Has he got 4? Yes, he's got 4. That's his career best score. Doug Marilia takes him to 48. He's got 1 more ball left. Can he get his 50?
Quite the middle of the bat. A full swing taken on the full. The fielder there, Chaminda Was it was just trying to get underneath to catch it. Didn't worry too much about the boundary. Too short. Marilia.
Where's this? He's got it. He's got his 50. Good on you, son. Obviously, the damn ball slipped a bit there from Russell Arnold. A full toss down leg side. And he's picked up his 50 not out.
So the demotion has worked for Douglas Marilia. 52 not out to him. The team score 171 for 8, chasing 250. Very close to being a waist-high full toss, which could have been called a no ball. Just very close. But a good swing. Made the most of that very loose delivery from Russell Arnold. So Marilia remains unbeaten on 52, and Travis Friend unbeaten on 2. But another forgettable day for Zimbabwe in the field.
Well, the Zimbabwe run chase promised at the beginning.